D-Lab. This is an update on the Micronaut project. Yeah, it's been a little while because unfortunately I had to redesign it again. So the Micronaut 2 was really cool and I love the way it looks, but unfortunately it was very difficult to build. So there's an inner chassis, and then you have the front panel and the top panel, and all those things had to be wired together. It takes a long time, and I wouldn't expect the average person to want to tackle this. So I thought, okay, we're going to redesign it. And I have the redesign sitting right behind the Micronaut 2. It's the 3. But first, I need to acknowledge the people that have helped me with this project. So I got many more donations from VintageTubeAmplifiers.com. I have Gold Tone Workshop. And then I had some individuals. We have Jonathan R., Azel L., and Mike A. Everybody pitched in some funds. It allowed me to buy more materials. One of the hardest things to find to build these little devices is, of course, the meter. And then you have to have the proper cabinet, and I have to generate custom artwork. I thought, man, this is just too complicated. So what I did is redesigned it into a smaller package where everything can be built on one chassis. So you got your speaker, your meter, control panel, your bias switches here, and it actually has a power switch now. And the Micronaut 2 had a 7-pin socket that was for like a 6AV6. And I thought, you know, why dedicate a socket for tubes that you guys probably don't use? So the new Micronaut has a dedicated socket just for EF86s. So we started out with the Micronaut 2. Now the project changes. We have the Micronaut 3, which is also a tabletop unit, but it's open like a little chassis guitar amp. Right now I've got one of those Russian EF86s installed. You can see the meter. Now watch, hear that? She whistles. It's pretty interesting. So it's got some type of a loose element, but I've never heard that failure mode. Alright, let's take a look at the new Micronaut 3. Let's do a little flyby of the Micronaut 3s. You can check out all the functions. They have a high voltage lamp now. This is a neon, so when you kill the power, it fades away, indicating that the B+ supply is discharging so that the unit is safe to operate. I found these nice vintage Bakelite knobs. They were actually supplied by Radio Shack back in the day. And of course, I told you about the vintage meters. The Skyline one here, I believe, was meant for an aircraft application. Here's our top panel. Got a 4-inch speaker in the back corner. The 3 tube sockets, last one being dedicated for only the EF86. It's my bias selector, and of course this cool push button type power switch. Powered by a Hammond 269EX. Here's the other unit. Take a good look at it. Control panel is the same. I did adjust positioning of some of the controls. It is a work in progress. Same layout with the speaker, power transformer, etc. By the way, I am using vintage Bakelite sockets. Flip them around. Got your AC input on an IEC socket, and then there's a jack for an external speaker. So if you plug in an external speaker or headphones, it disables the internal speaker. So the project's moving forward, and I'm really excited for this new design. This is probably actually something that I could offer as a kit as soon as I can source all the components. The other thing I did was made a big improvement to the audio amplifier. If you review the Micronaut 2 video, you'll hear a little bit of buzzing. Okay, so I found that there are some issues with my audio amplifier design with the board itself, plus grounding and routing of wires, and that's all been resolved on the new Micronaut 3. Get that microphonic tube out of there, okay? there's full volume. It's working great. So now the next step will be to acquire enough chassis and parts to build a fleet of these Micronauts so that I can offer them to you guys as a completed unit or possibly a kit. Still working on that kit portion. If you guys want to help me to move this project along, once again, go to buymeaglassofwine.com and there's a donation button so we can keep the project flowing.